Wow, I thought I was on time. That's not ever going to happen, is it? Well, hello, everybody. Hey, mods. Hey, Spooky Pook. Look at that. Linda. I love Linda. Let's see. DS Kitty Diane made it. I love that. Hey, babe. Thank you for, I got your email, DS Kitty Diane. Thank you for that. I know what it's for. And I appreciate that very much. Hey, Lazy Silver. I've been a little fired up today. Well, babe, you know what? That happens sometimes. It's a moon, sometimes it's a uterus. Sometimes it's just pheromones, and I understand. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Diana H is here. Donna Cooper. Lori Helker. Hey, babe. Hey, Robin Miners. She's fantastic. Robin Miners really brought it to the Zoom call yesterday. I just want to say a lot of you did. Robin Miners had a lot of wisdom. Just as I am made it. Hey, no one. Hey, Rachel Sandy, Marissa Martin, Marie Marion, Liz Tricks, you cutie. Buffy's here. Armine. Panda made it. Love her. Also full of a lot of wisdom. Squirrel Girl. Hey, Renee B. Glad you're back in the States, girl. Hey, Just Joan. Reflections. Hey, Ann. Hey, DNV. Wanda Parks. This is my favorite scarf. I've said it 100 times. I'm not embarrassed anymore about anything, so I'll just say it. This is a Kate Spade. I don't know where it is. It's called Birds Over Arches. It's a wool scarf, and it has been my favorite scarf since I was like 22 years old, and I own 3 of them. I bought my first one with my very first Von Mar credit card in the store. It was $160 brand new. It was like the most expensive item I'd ever purchased. And I don't regret it. Clearly, I still own it. And then I found 2 more. I searched for years on eBay, and I found one for $20 and I found one for like $30, and I bought them both. And I know that's ridiculous, but at the same time, I spoke with a friend the other day who said if I really love something, I buy 2 or 3 of them, like a article of clothing. And I said, "No way." I thought I was the only one that did that. This thing, and I don't do patterns much. It doesn't matter. This goes with every single thing. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss that as well today. Thanks for noticing. Hey, Abigail, DNV, Kim Leaf, Rachel Sandy, Lori Ellingson made it, Lumen. It's a whirlwind. Hey, I'm behind. I start panicking. I'm sweating. No, I'm not. Hey, Big Z. Love Big Z. Haven't seen you for a while. Hey, Riley's Human. Glad you were there yesterday. Hey, Catherine B. You as well. Love Catherine B. Hey, Jill Turner. Thanks, Spooky Pook. Viggy Cat. I'm glad you made it. Mom is better today. Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. I feel like I'm missing out not being on the Zoom call. It's just fun because I get to see everybody. There's really not much of a difference. I talk a little bit more one-on-one with people because I'm looking at you and I can hear you. That's the difference. But don't feel that ridiculousness like you need to be there. You don't. It's fun. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of fun. I decompress more in that call. I think everybody does. Like we all kind of, that's why it's so long, because we all talk about, it's kind of cool to have a large group of people. Like you have 2 to 3 friends, you talk about stuff and you feel cool. Having a huge group of people who all know exactly what you know, like talking about the same things, or they're talking about something similar in their life and we all work through it. Or like yesterday, we even went through, I was asking about stuff with my period changes. We were talking about female stuff. Like it's a good place to just like, it's a big group of friends. It's the same as here. It's just I'm looking at me right now and I'm not looking at you and I can't hear you, but I can read you. So it's very similar. So just, you're cool. It's fine. It's fine to be here. If you want to, like some people will come for a month just to experience it and then just do that. You could just do that to try it out, but don't feel either way. Don't feel a certain kind of way about it. Because we love you either way. Angel K, especially you, girl. Hey, Jessamine. Hey, Carol. My mom is like a teensy bit better today. I did get her to eat last night, so that was good. She ate some food. My mom's been, I think the pain medication along with the anesthesia made her sick over the weekend. I had to really put a lot of care into my mother over the weekend. I think she's a little bit better today. We have her on a good plan. Hey, Critters Creations, Meredith Lynn. I do that with shoes. Linda, I've done that with shoes. I have certain shoes. Mm, the Tory Burch Hanks I did that with, and it was overkill. I wish I hadn't. I probably have 5 pairs of those in different colors, and that was stupid of me. It's a mistake, and I regret it. But I don't feel that way about Adidas Sambas, but those are not hard to find. Golden Goose, I went overboard, and I'm sorry I did. I'm selling them off. But yeah, I do that with shoes. I do it with everything. Nearly everything. Debbie Zito. Hey, babe. Can you do a live about your scarves? I can. You want to do it, Renee B? Renee, hey, Heather. Renee B is requesting this. Does anybody else want to? Unless it's just me and Renee B in a live, which is fine. Renee B is not the cheese that stands alone. I buy 2 now these days of everything. Marissa Martin. Okay, so when I get hate, make sure that it's on everybody. I was kidding. Lydia Krause, I love you, and I'm glad I got to see you and Lucas yesterday. You guys were so cute. Love to you and your whole family. I mean that. I'm so glad I got to see Ellie J too. That was a treat. That was really nice to see her. Hey, Mindy Doolin. Hey, Alana. Alana was another one I got to see yesterday, and I haven't seen her in a while. I was really, really glad to see you. Marie, I was genuinely pleasantly surprised to watch a replay of you and Tommy together. I was having a miserable day, made my day. I smiled from ear to ear. That is such a nice thing to say, my friend. Thank you for that. I'm glad I could make you smile. Thank you. Kim Leanne. I was going to say Kim Leanne's the chattiest person in the Zoom. She doesn't ever talk. Kim Leanne. Thank you, Rhonda McNeil. That's hilarious. Hey, Aileen, another big chatter. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Some of you are like you are here. You don't say a lot, but you get a lot out of it, I hope. Pat Jonas, I missed you, babe. I know. I really miss you. Thank you, DNV. Heather, it's a lot of fun in there. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Jan. Thank you, Jan. Katie did it's here. Am I really behind? Oh, shit. I am really behind. Damn. Okay. Talking about that scarf set me back a couple years. Hey, Barbara Waits. Worth it. I hate skipping over people. Lisa Kelson. I will, Renee B. I've already been on watch for that. The doc said he changed some things and she's not doing it today. She's not having those symptoms today. She ate last night. She held food down. So we're just moving through the motions, I think. Hey, my lawyer friend, Denise. Thank you, Denise. I'm sorry you had a terrible day. That sucks. Drive-in fan is here. Erica made it. I love Erica. Hey, Pepperoni Nips. Hey, Honey Lou. Glad you were there, Honey Lou. Okay, Rhonda McNeil would like to. Okay, I just caught up. Thank the Lord. Liz Trick sings in the Zoom calls. Her song was amazing. Yeah, Susan P. I don't want to talk about this publicly, but since you brought it up, and I'm sorry you did, but it's become an issue. You know, you flap your gums a little bit too much, and it's I don't know why you can't seem to read the room. I'm just kidding. Susan P has never spoken once. She's kind of like Esmeralda over there sleeping. You know how Esmeralda has never made a mistake in her life, never once. Susan P has never spoken before. So we're not sure that she even can move her mouth. We've never seen it. We don't know. You know, it's one of those things. Hey, Thrift Lady, Cheryl Nasco, welcome in. Hey, Angie Moe, Nicola, Susan P. We all just, you know, we love her and respect her and just think it's kind of like a toddler. We're like, she'll talk one day, you know, she'll say something. But we don't push it. We don't, you know, we're going to get her. We have a GoFundMe for her speech therapy. We have a speech therapist that's been helping her. Hey, baby Lily Pad. And also Daughter of the King, welcome in. So we are working with her all the time, and I think she's going to get there. But we love Susan. I love you. Iwa, welcome in. Susan, I don't know if you know this. This is actually all those things I said weren't really true, but this is a fact. She lives under a leaf in the forest with a pack of gnomes, and it's just adorable. And it's a lot. I can't tell you what forest, what location. I don't want her to get any hate, but she lives underneath a leaf in a forest that I know her whereabouts. And when I send her things, I send it on a fox, and he delivers it to her. And that is true. None of the speech therapy stuff was true. Welcome in, Kestrel. Nice to see you, friend. Hey, Holly Day. But yeah, that's a true fact right there. That's a true life story that Susan P is dainty. She's tiny. She doesn't say much, and she lives under a leaf in the forest. And if you need to get a hold of her, you just tell the fox, and he goes and talks to the gnomes. Mary Barons, I love you, girl. I hope you're doing all right. Congratulations again to your 20-year sobriety. That's incredible. It's an enchanted forest, Barbara. You're absolutely right about that. Also, I don't see her in here, but happy birthday to Peggy Collins yesterday. I told her in the Zoom, but she didn't say much, and I just wanted to say happy birthday. Also, I miss True to It. I don't know how to get her out. I don't know what to do, but I really miss her. Yeah, Abigail. Can you please send my stuff by carrier pigeon? It's done, Rachel. I already did it. You don't even have to ask me. I know things. I know more than you, Rachel. Cute picture, by the way. Did you change that? Um, I'm sometimes chatty when I arrive. Have developed a habit of listening late at night and falling asleep to Reese's voice. Oh, who else does that? That's kind of warm and thoughtful. I like that. I hate my voice. Excuse me. I'm actually going to clear my throat. And I don't want to, I get weird about like blowing my nose or anything on camera or sound. Hold on. Okay. I mean, that wasn't loud, but still, I don't want to be rude. We're past that. Yeah. Kestrel will send things to you via dragonflies. Lisa Kelson, yes, it was your birthday. There was actually a lot of birthdays yesterday. And the only reason I thought of Peggy is because I was looking directly at her. Lisa, I told you, sorry, I'm having a weird something on the shoulder blade there. It happens in your 40s, I find. There you go, pepperoni nips. Erica's fallen asleep to my voice too. I love that. Lisa Kelson's birthday. Lisa, I hope you and Craig partied. You know what I mean? I know you did, girl, because you guys are pretty damn active. I know you are. I know stuff. I have favorite streams that I watch regularly. I love that, Abigail. I was just talking to Liz about that today. Hey, Sherry Taylor. Carol, oops, I thought your mother was sick. My mom had surgery last week. She had a hip replacement. She had to have bone spurs cut off. That sounds really awful. And then, no, Wanda, I didn't. I just put a candle there. And then, she hasn't bounced back like she thought. I was talking about this yesterday. Look, I love my mom, but come on, she's 70. Like, do you guys remember Viola? Do you remember Viola from the senior living place? Viola fell, broke her hip at 99 in the bathroom and had her hip replaced at 99. I went and visited her in the hospital when that happened. Come on, Diane. Let's get it together, girl. Let's do it. You can do this, Diane. You were a Scientologist. You can do anything. Susie falls asleep to me. I love that. DNB, that's terrifying. And yeah, she was out of the hospital after one day. Everything hurts in your 40s. Thank you for that one, DS Kitty. Anne has fallen asleep to my voice too many times. Well, that is sad. Wow. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could listen to myself and fall asleep. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I have to agree with the haters there. Hey, Margie Barr. Thank you, Buffy. So really good Zoom call. Teeth optional, Viola. Viola who didn't. Yeah, I know. I sent that to Armine the other day. I'm going to look for it. Let me see. There it is. It's so cute. It's so cute. Look at this. She doesn't have her teeth in. Reese is my shower content. Well, I like being in there naked just as much as the next person with you. Look at it. Look at it. Look at Viola without her teeth in. She lived to 103. Her birthday's coming up. Her birthday was November 4th. She'd probably be like 108. Who knows? Look at her holding Gert. Oh my God. Look at that. She forgot to put her teeth in. The little old thing. Oh my God. She was so cute. I loved Viola. I loved Viola. Look at her little nightgown. Look at her little house coat. Her little nightie. Oh, you love her, Susan P? Unfortunately, she could not live under a leaf in the forest. She's like 6 feet tall. She was so tall, Viola. And she'd come down without her teeth in, like so. Oh my God. And she'd go, Reese, hey, Sandy Wandy. She'd go, oh, hold your finger on it for the live. She'd go, Reese, I had 3 husbands and I didn't kill any of them. And I was like, you can admit that here, Viola. I don't see anything wrong with putting one under the ground. They're not all meant to be here. When it's their time, it's their time. Watch your mouth move. Wait. Stop it. Oh, it's too much. Kaza. Oh my God. Do we have more pictures of Viola? Well, Armine, I sent Armine a bunch of pictures the other day. Unreal. Look at, you guys want to see one? Look at this. Hey, Pat Kimbrell. Look at that. Keep looking. If somebody's cooking right now, stop what you're doing. Quit. Look at the camera and don't blink. Good Lord. Is that even real? Is that even, I sent that to Armine. Did she sound proud or disappointed? She sounded pretty proud. Hey, smile for the camera, why don't you? Oh my God, you guys, look at it. Keep looking. Stop looking away. Don't blink. Okay, this might be your favorite. This might be your favorite. We were watching a Christmas movie one year. This might be your favorite, and I'm okay with it if it is. Is that real, Holiday? Stop. What's going on? What happened there? Somebody partied a little too hard on New Year's Eve. Hey, Deborah. Buffy, I don't think it's real. I'm not sure about that one. Look at this. Look, keep looking. If any of you are looking away, I'm going to know it. Side eye to the extreme. I know. You think that one has a bad attitude, Susan? Susan, stop. Oh my, it's too little, Marissa Martin. Shelly, I know everything about your life. No, Jan. No, Holly, that's just the way it is. Angel K. Hey, Abby Shy. Bigsy said, I would join a Gertie cult. Of course you would. Oh, wow. This one's on the stairs at our old house. The reason I really care about this one is look at the leggy foots. Look at the leggy foot. Look at her feet. Look at that. Look at it. Keep looking. Keep looking. Look at the leggy foot. Look at it. It's going outside to take a pee. Debbie Zito, it's not real. I would join a Gertie cult. Look at those footies for you and for me. It's going outside to take a pee. Look at this with a scarf. Looking right. Oh my God. Look at it for Christmas. What are we going to do when she's dead one day? I think, oh wow. Look, guys, I'm serious about this one though. Look at the hairs. We're going to have to get her taxidermed. Oh my God. Really, really pushing it. You think I'm a grifter? You think I want super chats? Tell me that's not grifting right there. That looks like the cartoon of Puss in Boots when he like stands there with his hat and his pupils get huge. Holy grifter. You want to start a hate page, you should do it for that. That's a lot of grifting right there. That's really asking for, she's like, please support my GoFundMe. Send me bones if you would, please. She's like, I don't have any bones. That's like a sex pose. Look at it. Look at how long the hair is on her feet. Do you think her feet are that long? Have you seen the Grinch? Like, that's exactly. Look at how long the hair go past the footies. She's 6 pounds, Marissa Martin. I mean, I don't know, but I think we're going to have to get it taxidermed. And when I take it to the taxidermist, I'm going to be like, can you do it in this pose? One more, because we sent all these to Armine. There's this one too. Wow. Holy cow. Her eyeliner is unbelievable, Erica. Look at that. If that doesn't say, "Can you guys please donate to my Venmo? I'm looking for money to buy bones." Oh my, draw me like one of your French girls. Robin Miners, stop it. Oh, we sent this one first because we love scrambled eggs. We love scrambled eggs. And that was mid eating breakfast on a snowy Saturday in Kansas City. And we were sitting there and we were like, "Can I have a bite on the fork, please? Because I'm a lady and I need you to give to my Venmo." I don't know about you, but I feel like she's grifting hardcore. That's sad fishing if I ever saw it. Unbelievable. Just sitting there eating eggs on a really snowy Saturday. How did we get into this? It all started with Viola. It's the most soulful eyes, Big Z. It's really a lot. I don't know what to say about it. I just feel some kind of way. Okay, we have one more though. One more. We're just feeling really grifty. Look at this shit. Oh my God, look at that. Holy, look at that. Can you like get past it? I can't. Every time I look at her, I'm like, what is that? Give it to me. Give it to me right now. I will pay you any price. Oh my God. Speaking of, look, it's Ellie J. Stop by briefly to send you all up. I just said we were so happy to see you yesterday. It was great to see y'all yesterday on the Zoom. Getting Colt, I thought I was already a member. You are all rock stars. Don't let anyone dim your sparkle. You shine just bright. You just shine bright always. She is LAJ could be a life coach if I ever saw one. Also because she talks like this. She says, "I could talk the legs off a donkey." Like she has the best British accent I've ever heard. The toe tufts, Margie Barr just nailed it. Ellie J, we love you, and you are so inspiring to me, and I mean that. I absolutely love you, Ellie J. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for coming yesterday. The toe tufts. Let's just look at that one more time because we do have the time, and there's no reasons not to. Well, we've got one more here. Look at this one. Look at these two. Oh, wow. Guys, look how big Fred's hand is. How and where did you meet Gertie? Hey, Rain. Gertie was on, wow. Oh, how is it even real? How do you even exist? Everybody's in love. The whole world loves you. You're going to have to get taxidermed when you're dead. And it's okay because you're just going to go home, back home to the Lord. You're just going to go back home to the Lord. Hey, Amy Edge. That's okay, babe. I understand. Take some time to yourself. Hey, Natalie Strasser. Okay, so I got Gertie October 1st, 2013. And she was there was it was called LLR, I think, is the Maisie Shiloh. Thank you, Maisie Shiloh. You get a pass being late to class because you said that. But we all know what you were doing, following all that damn dark, what are they called? Documentaries on John Wayne Gacy or whatever you're doing over there. So LLR, I still follow them on Facebook, Dog Rescue, and it's in Kansas City. It's a small dog only rescue. I was looking to get another small dog for Gary, the Chihuahua, because I knew that he was getting old and I just wanted him to have a friend. So I went, it took me months. I know you do, Maisie. It took me months to find what I was looking for. And as soon as they popped up this picture, I said, I'll take it. I had to get on a list and I was number 2. The first person that was coming to get her, it was a Saturday morning at a PetSmart we were supposed to meet. The lady on the top of the list, her dad had a heart attack and she couldn't come. Like she had to like fly out. Hey, Vicki Andrews. And so they called me and said, "You're next on the list. You want to come see her?" And I said, "No, I'm busy. What do you think?" Hey, Jamie Palmer. And I went in and there was like, I'm not kidding, there was like 17 more people on this list after me. And there was one of them showed up and she was like 107 years old and she had a cane and she was so old. She had like a turkey neck and it was around Thanksgiving. So maybe it was just something she was doing that was like festive, some kind of theater. And She came up to me in her little house dress and she goes, I want her. And I was holding her and I said, yeah, I'm sure you do, Gladys. And she was like, am I going to have to fight you for that? And I was like, well, chicken neck, absolutely, because this is what happened. And the Lord said, let there be frosted mini wheats with eyeballs. And that was it. And I said, no, Edna, you're not taking her because honestly, you're not going to be able to. She's going to outlive you. Okay. I can tell. I see it. I know seniors. I'm an expert in this area. That lady was probably had another couple of years. And we knew that right here, right now, she was going to make it longer than that, Melissa. So she had been thrown out of a car. She had 2 broken feet. She had 1 broken foot and the other foot had broken toes. And if you ever hold Gertie, you'll feel over here, she had broken ribs from it and they healed weird and they stick out of her. You can feel them. Like when people hold her, they go, uh-oh, there's something here. And yeah, it's broken bones that healed weird. Somebody tossed her ass out of a car and we don't want to know what happened to that person. The Lord definitely took care of them. They'll probably never show up ever again anywhere. Yeah, we almost fought in PetSmart. Like I almost had a physical tussle with a woman that was 107 named Gladys. And I would have done it. Like I would have done time for that. So then the vet that she was being treated to, she had been, I couldn't rescue her that day. She still had like 3 more appointments and whatever. And when I went to get her, the vet who was treating her asked me if it was okay if they adopted her instead of me. The guy was like, my wife and I really fell in love. Like, would it be okay with you? And I was like, ask me again and see what happens. You want to know what happened to Gladys? You don't, because she's not with us anymore. Okay. Gladys might be 6 feet under because of that. You'll never know. Okay. No one knows. So don't be trying to take Gert because things happen. Bad things happen. I don't know who does that to a dog. So the vet was never heard from again either. No one knows what happened to that vet or Gladys. You think I don't have a little bit of crim in me? Okay. Put me to the test. All right. Gladys was never seen from again, or her cane. Her and her cane disappeared. So that's how it happened, Renee B. But that's not her birth story. The birth story was that she was born on a crispy, chilly Thursday evening, and the sun had set, so there was no light in the world. Yeah, I saw that missing persons case. Reese, was that you? F around. It was the F aroundiest of times. It was the find outiest of times, Maisie Shiloh. And you would know because you watch a lot of true crime. Yeah. Gladys was never heard from again. Hey, kitty cat. So what happened was there was no light. And then the Lord spoke his son into existence and Christ was born right there on this Thursday evening. And then the mom was there. Mary, and then the dad, we thought his name was Christopher. You told me his name was Christopher. Hey, true crime. It was Rain. And the dad, Joe, was there. And then the 3 wise guys, a giraffe and a few llamas. That's what you told me. And they brought in their coins and their gold bricks and gemstones and mirth. And then they pointed to the North Star. Trixie, no joke. And then the Lord said, that's the cutest thing I created ever. I didn't even know. The Lord said, that's cuter than Christ. And it was like, this is cuter than a human baby. Everybody knows. And then the Lord said, I'm going to say, let there be frosted mini wheats with little footy paws born into the holy hay. And then the Lord said, oh, myself, oh, my me. And then little Christ said, oh, my dad, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Yep. And then the Lord said it again. He said, oh, my me, I'm so proud of this creation. I didn't intend for it to be that cute. And then she was placed into the Bible and they frolicked for years. And then one day the Lord said, you have to go down and meet your human mom, Reese. And then when you die, she'll stuff your body like a creeper, like Gladys. You don't know.
And then you'll come back up here and you'll sit in my lap, and everybody on earth that dies will come up and you can judge them. I'll stop doing the judging. Everyone that kicks the bucket will come on up to heaven, and then you can sit on my lap next to Christ, your brother, and then you can judge the shit out of everybody, and then that gives me a break and I can just answer prayers while you judge the shit out of people on my throne.
Yeah, and that's how it happened, Renee B. And thank you for asking. We haven't told the whole birth story for a while, and that's how it all came about. Hey, Kim is blue.
And then she came down here for a little bit, and then when she dies, she's just going to go back up and sit on the throne and judge the shit out of people and wait for her mom's enemies to arrive so she can say, "You're not getting in here. My mom didn't like you."
Forgive me, God. So that's the birth story. Now, I actually had a topic today, and we can get into that, but those photos are too much, and we will have those. Guys, we should have those printed.
Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous, too. Really gorgeous, Esmeralda. And we love to kiss your footy paws, and they're full of really crazy hairs.
My mom is like, you should get her hair cut. I'm like, you are going to be walking the plank, girl. Oh, Heather, it's too much. Isn't it crazy that people around the world know this child?
And why wouldn't they? It's the child that was born next to the Christ. Right next to the Lord. Of course she's famous. Damn it.
Linda, she is awesome sauce. And since you paid for that, you're welcome to say it, girl. You always can say awesome sauce, but you have to, did you see this? You have to pay to play. Thank you for the super chat. Mirth, the wise guys had myrrh. No, there's a TH on the end. Where's the body, Reese? I won't tell. I won't collect that $50,000 reward, I promise. I'm pretty sure, that was 2019, Maisie Shiloh. You ever heard of a wood chipper? That's some dark shit. Stop, Maisie. Quit bringing in your crazy dark stuff. Thank you, Reese. Those photos set me straight again. Lacey Silver, I think if anybody's having a bad day,
that's what we do. We just show it that way.
Shelly, she was 107. It's quite all right, girl. Trust me, I'm an expert when it comes to old people. She was a bad egg. Do you ever see Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? When she's like, I want the world. I want the whole world. I want to wrap it all up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now. And then she goes down the chute, and Wonka goes, she was a bad egg. Same thing. Gladys, she wasn't bringing any joy to this world anymore. Okay. Reese, you're going to make me pee my pants. I've been so worried about my daughter. I needed to laugh. Well, I'm happy to make you lose and be incontinent. I thought you were from Kansas, or was it Fargo? Was I telling the truth, Heather? Who's Reese? Ask yourself. I'm full of surprises. Need body hiding advice? Check with Mr. Miscavige. Right. You think Scientologists probably know where Hoffa's buried, unless they found that dude. I don't know, but I saw that in the movie once.
All right. Well, I'm starting to get a little bit overheated with a wool scarf and then also a little creature from Whoville. So I think I'm going to put you back down there. Are you all right with that, Esmeralda? Really falling asleep. Unbelievable.
Yadira.
It's really a lot. Everybody's in love with you, as they should be. We wish we could pass you around like a joint. We should have a giant get-together. We should have a big family relatable Reese channel reunion, and then we could just pass her around. And she's so chill, and you could do it. Yes, Heather, she snores. And we could just do this, and you could just pass it around.
Lose the scarf. Keep the mini wheat.
Look at that.
Let's call her Veruca. Look at the feet, guys. Look at them. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so chill. Is it even real? It's unbelievable. This is how they used to do it where I worked. They would just pass her around from person to person. It's like a newborn.
We really love you. We really love you, Veruca. We'll see you later.
The Whoville paws, Robin. Don't think I'm not grateful every day for that child. Have you have you tried rollers in her hair? No. That is the cutest idea though. I bet she'd flip out. She won't wear clothes either. She gets really upset. She goes and hides under the bed. Oh. Angie Moe said I've been using this to make AI images. Oh my, that was her in my car. Buffy, I think she's a lot better. That's her. I took that picture of her riding in my car. That's angelic. It's biblical. Like, I don't care who you are. And I know the truth, and maybe you don't. That's the truth. Big Z, I would love to dress her up for Halloween. I would love to. Bo can handle it better than she can. She does not like putting stuff on. I had a real topic, but geez, that just took us right off track, did it not? God, it's a lot. It's so cute. I do kind of want to have her taxidermed. I'm not kidding. I think it will be better for my well-being and my mental state when she does go. She was anxious initially because of her. Was she anxious initially because of her abuse? Kim is blue. I don't have a costume for him. Actually, it's not true. I have a sweater that's a candy corn, but I don't know where it is. I'll try to find it before that. Was she anxious because of her abuse? Not really. Not really. You would think so. But to be honest, like even her riding in a car, she was a little like she would shake in the car for sure. For like the first 6 to 9 months, you'd get her in the car and she'd start shaking. But I'll tell you why I don't think she freaked out about the abuse so much. Whatever happened to her obviously was terrible. My Chihuahua was very outgoing. Gary was like super happy. The vet always said, she's like, I've never met a Chihuahua so friendly. Like she said that Chihuahuas tend to be like really weird with their owners and kind of aggressive. Thank you, Abigail. That's such a good point. But this vet, I loved this vet. She was a friend of mine, actually. She became a friend. And she said, I cannot believe how friendly this dog is. Hey, Mandy Albert. And so I think that he warmed her up. I think that he made her feel comfortable. Maybe. I don't know if that could happen, but like behaviorally, he was super confident in himself and outgoing. And I think she took to it almost like a duck to water. I want to have her on a shelf permanently too. She's so dang adorable and she looks stuffed half the time anyway. You're right, Lisa. That's a good point. Like it's not that weird. She already looks dead and stuffed, kind of like Gladys. Put me to the test. See what happens. Renee B, Gary was her therapist. Yeah. That's what Kestrel, my vet, said when I first took him when he was little. She put these big gloves on to do his exam. And I said, what is that about? And she goes, oh, I have scars from Chihuahuas. She was like, we call them Mexican land sharks. And I was like, what? And she said, Chihuahuas are mean and they bite and they're aggressive. And I said, I didn't know that, first of all. And I was like, I'm not comfortable with that. That sucks. I don't want a dog that's going to bite the vet. And then she was his vet for years and years and years and treated him. And she was like, he's the sweetest Chihuahua. She was like, he's so nice. So it was such a weird, I had no idea Chihuahuas were like that. Deborah, people gift memberships a lot. I'm sure it will happen, girl. And thank you. I'm glad that you're back as well. I'm glad that you're here. That's wonderful, Jamie Palmer. I'm happy to hear that. Don't try to put clothes on an avowed nudist. What were you thinking? Which one? Esmeralda? Yeah, she does what she wants, and I don't force anything on her. I do have a topic. Well, I thought I had a topic. Oh, I do. Kind of. Yeah, pretty much. We're going to go with it. We're going to wing it. We can take a tiny thing and stretch it for 2 hours, and that's just my gift from the Lord. And whether it's good or not that doesn't matter. It's the secret's in the sauce. You get it if you get it. Yeah, I don't know, Deborah, but I hope so. When volunteering at the Humane Society, was only ever bitten by a Chihuahua. True story. And those little teeth bit both of my hands. Vicki Andrews, that sucks. I got bit by a Shih Tzu when I was 6. Hey, Mary's Gemini Mind. And I have a scar from it. You probably can't see it, but I had to get stitches right there. I believe it was 3. It was either 2 or 3. I had to get stitches right there. That damn dog jumped up and bit me in the face. And I've never really liked those kinds of dogs since. See, there you go. Joanne Hall. Hey, Skipper. Joanne Holly, thank you for that. Gifted 5 memberships. So I don't know who got them because I'm on StreamYard. I'm not on YouTube like you are. But I don't know if that's supposed to be a troll. Again, trolls, if they come in, it's like you have one shot before the mods get you. And I'm always disappointed. And their comments are just never like they fall flat every time. But I don't know. Joanne Holly, thank you for gifting those. And I hope that maybe Deborah got one. So great Zoom call yesterday, by the way. I just want to say that was an amazing Zoom call. That's crazy, Vicki Andrews. Hey, Linda Garden Lady. We talk about some private, not private, maybe private. I don't know if it's the right word, personal stuff in the Zoom call. And I'm talking about, I would never share what other people are sharing in there personally. I would only share what I share. And hey, Sassy. I was sharing some things in the Zoom call yesterday, and Kevin Conklin, only 92 thumbs up. I just learned how to like a video the other day. So if I can do it, you can do it. Get your asses out there and be somebody. Hit the like button. I don't want to hear any more excuses. I want results. Kevin, that was a cool picture you posted of your day of work. Oh, Deborah, that's awful. So the Zoom call, we were talking about something. And it wasn't anything private. I was talking about selling my stuff so that I can move. We've all talked about that here recently, but how to do it, where to do it, what platform, how do I sell my stuff, who would buy it, things like that. And we were, okay, Clibby, thank you for that word of advice. Margie Barr, you're 94 years old? No, you're not. No way. That can't be true. That's not true. I mean, if it is true, that's amazing, but I don't think that's true. Does she mean likes? Is she like the 94th person to like the video? I'm confused and I feel like you're pulling a fast one. Okay. So we were talking about where to sell it, how to sell it, when to sell it, getting, Robin Miners just moved out of the country. And so she was giving me tips and really helpful hints on what to do. And okay, maybe Shiloh, I get it now. Skipper's like, that's old. Well, I don't know. I marry him at that age. So we were talking about that. And somebody said, we were talking about me selling stuff on the channel, like how to do it, if we do it, or maybe doing it in a Zoom call. I just don't know yet. I just have to get it figured out. I got to organize myself to do it. So somebody said in the Zoom, don't do it on your channel. And I said, why? Like, oh, there we go, Margie Barr. I thought so. I'm like, Margie Barr is not 94 years old. I could say this with like almost complete certainty. Your mom is, though. I love that. I love that she's still here with us. That's right, Liz. That's right. So someone said in the chat, don't do it on your channel. Thanks, Abigail. And I said, just out of curiosity, why do you say that? And she was like, because it's going to bring in a bunch of hate. And I said, but I already have that. Like, it's something to think about, right? It's something to think about. Yeah, Kestrel, I know. It's something to think about. I don't know how to put this. I have to think all the time, and I'm a nobody. I'm not anybody doesn't, someone recognized me the other day because she saw me at TJ Maxx. That's how important of a person I am. Okay. I'm not trying to say I'm a somebody, but I have to all the time, like who I talk to, who I text, who I email back, any conversations I have anywhere, I have to be aware of the fact that this could come out. But even if it comes out, they could twist it, they could exaggerate it, they could do whatever they're going to do. So I always am kind of thinking with that guard up anyway, of like, I always have haters. People love to hate me. Everybody has them though on YouTube. Let's be honest. I'm not special either. But I was thinking that. And so we had a nice talk about it. Not we one on one, like the whole group. I know, Pepperoni Nips, I liked your idea too. And the point is, we talked about this for a good like 3 to 5 minutes. Everybody was kind of giving their input. And so like half of them were like, do it on your channel. Like, I need you to do it on your channel because I want to be a part of it. I want to see. Holly Day was like, I want to see what you're selling. I don't want it to be some closed off thing, or I don't want you to take it here because then I won't be able to see it. Right. And so half of them, not half, the majority of people were like, do it on your channel. And then a couple people were like, I can see why you don't want to bring in more hate. And can't you sell Venmo only? Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, Maisie. So what I was thinking I would do is show the items and then not sell them here. Like, we're not going to do an auction, but saying something like, if you want this, message me and then you can Venmo me and I'll ship it to you. Something like that. But I don't know. That can get messy too because I have so much stuff. I don't know. And Joanne says, what about on the Facebook group? Absolutely. Yeah, maybe we'll do it in there. That's a great idea. So the point is, this is not the point. Thank you for your super chat, Joanne. The point is not talking about where to sell my stuff and selling my stuff. I don't care about that. Yeah, Maisie, definitely. I would have to number the items. Shelly Kelly was going to help me with like a spreadsheet. We'll figure it out. I don't care about that right now. That's not what I'm trying to make my point about. The point is, about 5 minutes later, I came to this conclusion. I had an epiphany, not a cognition. That's the Scientology word for epiphany. And I came to this conclusion. And Robin Reiners, you were there. And I said this. It just popped into my head like a God thing. Yeah, Rachel. And I said, hold on, everybody. Because we were all talking and like everybody was like, hey, do this. Like everybody was giving their input, which was exciting. I love the Zoom calls for that. And Robin Miners really nailed it a lot yesterday, but Renee B, I stopped everybody. I was like, hold on. Back it up. Wait, stop. Like, it came over me like just this comforting feeling washed over me. And I said, this is my new way of living. This is the new way I do things. Simple. This is simple. And I'm about to say what I said in the Zoom. Okay. And the reason I'm telling this is because I want it to apply to your life. I want you to do what I'm about to say. It's very simple. And I mean it. I want you to mean it. I said, let's just take a step back. I'm just simply going to do what's best for me. That's it. There's nothing more to that. There's nothing I'm hiding from that. I'm going to start doing what is best for me. Rather than, well, you're going to bring all this hate, or you're going to invite this in, or people are going to, or you're going to, nope. That's just noise. Shut out the noise for a minute. I'm just going to do what's best for me. Thank you, Ghost Rider. I can't buy something that I never see. Don't deprive me of the opportunity because there might be a hater, please. Exactly. But it truly washed over me. I don't know if maybe that's the Holy Spirit talking, because I still don't understand that much about the Holy Spirit, but Liz and I talked about it today. Guys, hey, Dawn Lori. That's it. From now on. And Kestrel, you're right. You can't avoid the haters by pretending to be someone you are not, or by placating and like tiptoeing and doing. We can't do this because we're gonna bring in a bunch of hate. If you don't know this, I did a show on Colton Crims the other night, and do you know how much I gave a shit about what anybody thought about it? Not much. The big goose egg. Okay. No noise, Shelly Kelly. Listen to your gut. So, guys, I want you to hear my voice. I'm going to do what's best for me. That's it. We don't need to explain ourselves away. We don't need to give reasons why. We don't need to justify anything. We don't need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. Do I need to blend in my blush a little bit better there? What happened? Quick, take a screenshot so we can make a video about it. We don't need to anymore. I just don't need to. I'm doing what's best for me. That's it. This is why, thanks, Linda Garden Lady. This is why all of those friends are no longer in my life, because I got phone calls on the regular of like, did you do this? I think you should do this. I think you should do that. I don't think it's good for you to do this. I think it's a bad idea. I think you're going to get hurt. I was not allowed to make a lot of decisions for myself being in the Church of Scientology for 38 years and having a super, I don't know what you mean, Joan, super abusive father, and a lot of abusive people around me. Well, Peter, welcome in. I'm happy to see you. I'm simply doing what's best for me. And what that means is I'm making my own choices, my own decisions, and my own mistakes, right? That will come from those choices and decisions. Let me do that. Let me have the breathing room. I don't mean you guys. I just mean like I'm saying that out loud. I don't need to be told to do anything anymore. I grew up. I'm a big girl. I'm 41. I weigh 175 pounds. I'm set. I'm solid. You couldn't kidnap me if you wanted to. Shelly Kelly, hey, Martin, you have to live your life authentically. You were a wonderful support to small businesses in Kansas City, and haters complained the whole time. Haters complain about my face. Haters are pathetic losers that latch onto people. They're vampires. They have no energy on their own, and they can't talk about themselves because they're boring as shit and nobody will listen. So they have to talk about me, and then people listen. That should tell you something, right? Just Joan, that's what I'm saying is I'm just doing what's best for me. That's it. It's a good thing. It's a good message, Joan. Thank you for your super chat, Shelly Kelly. But more importantly, that is absolutely the message. Yes, just Joan, it is. I talked to my good friend Liz Tricks today, and I spent a few hours talking to her. And you know what I loved? I'm a little gun shy. Because my previous friends were like hijacking my time. You know, they wanted control over me, and they were really in my business. This is a whole new concept, and I want you guys to hear this. I am considering myself an alcoholic right now, even though I'm not a drinker and I never have been. I can't trust myself to be around alcohol right now. I don't mean really alcohol. Know the difference. Hear my voice. Know the difference between who is in your corner and who is in your business. I can't know the difference right now. Therefore, I am going to take a healthy step back, because I can't bring and welcome new people into my life close, because I can't, it's like I don't trust myself. I lost 3 people who were controlling of me and said really nasty, hateful things to me. And I cannot allow that again. And my point is, I spent hours with Liz today. Not once did Liz say, so what's going on with you and Tommy? What am I hearing about this Ecuador thing? You guys did a show on Colts and Crims. What's that about? Nothing. It was the most beautiful thing. Liz kind of healed me from that today, because I was a friendaholic. Kim is blue. God, you always coin things. You're so good at that. You should make money doing that. How do you find out what's best for you? Martin, for me, it's a gut thing. I listen to my gut. I know what's best for me if I don't ignore it and I don't let external voices come in and go, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. That's not good for you. Martin, if you just listen to yourself and you reach internally, you'll know what's best. Here's to doing what works for you, my friend. I love Liz. Liz, you are a true friend. Thank you for your super chat. But more importantly, thank you for being so validating. I got to see, she showed me Liz showed me today, the one who's in your corner. All those other people were in my fucking business. Straight up in my business. They would call me and go, "What's the latest on you and Tommy? What's that about? Tell me about it. I want to know everything. Tell me everything." They didn't say, "How's your family?" They didn't say any of that. It was, "Tell me when you were 7, what happened again? Tell me about that. What happened with your dad?" What. Liz today sat with me, told me all about her life, her church, her job. It was a back and forth. It was a balance. She never once said, "So I heard you did a Colts and Crims." I didn't feel judged. And I'll tell you something else. The same thing happened in the Zoom call yesterday. I didn't have anybody in there going, "What's this about?" I had nothing but support. And Liz said to me today, she goes, "A true friend may not support everything you do. A true friend may not support all your decisions, but they'll be there for you. But they're not going to rip you to shreds and go, 'That's a bad idea. Don't do that.'" I'm so sick of it. And I realize I'm repeating myself. I do a lot of content on this shit lately, but I think it's also worth repeating. It's worth repeating. All of us are violating that, right? Do what's best for you, whatever that means. I don't care what it means because it's not my business. I'm done listening to, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. It's just going to bring hate. Oh, be careful there." This is why I want to move out of the country. That's the truth. This is why I want to move out of the country. Do you know how free I feel not being here? I feel chained. For whatever reason, I feel chained. I don't like it. I feel watched. I feel dirty. I feel like people don't have my best interest at heart. I want to check out somewhere where I just immerse myself in a new culture, meet some of the locals, speak a new language. I'm serious about that. I just want to go somewhere for like a year or two and travel. Anyone who love bombs and data mines and tries to take over your life and time is a huge red flag. Friendship should be a two-way street that isn't clingy. Absolutely true. But unfortunately, I'm not good at that yet, Alana. I'm getting better, but I'm not great at telling the difference between who's in my corner and who's in my business. You have every right to be you, the real you. People can accept you as is or get out of your life. You and Tommy deserve to be just you and Tommy. You share what you want. Thank you for that. And Sierra Terry, just more love and support. That's a crazy, kind, huge super chat. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that. That helps me a lot. And I really appreciate you, girl. Thank you. Personal life business should only be discussed as far as you and the person who went through it want to talk about it. Yes. Yes. I knew it was going to be already like the show I did the other night, Saturday night on the other channel. That wasn't on a whim. I had been thinking about it. I thought about it for weeks and I was like, I don't know if I should. I don't know. And I went back and forth and I thought, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. This is going to feed the haters literally. And that, when you think about that in and of itself, that's kind of sad. Like, that's your life that I just did a show and now you have like something to work with. That's depressing, but that's not my issue. But I really waited out and I was like, I'm going to get lose a lot of subs. And I did. I probably lost today's Monday, since Saturday. I think I've lost like 40 to 50 subs, which is quite a bit in a couple of days, right? I knew it was all going to happen. I was not aware. I wasn't worried, none of that. But then it just hit me. And don't think I didn't get, hey, love and life. I got a ton of emails. What is this? What is this you and Tommy thing? Tell me more about it. I want to know. Maybe you don't watch me, but yes, Renee B, I got a lot of, after I did the show on Colts and Crims, a ton of people unsubscribed. Bye. Like, take fucking care. Excuse my language, but I don't need that in my life. I don't want judgmental people. Watch me from afar. Don't be subscribed. Give me the view, and then go hate. You're hate watching. Go hate. Um, type on some platform somewhere. But I don't need it. Georgia Burke, you and your boyfriend are so cute. Um, thank you, Deborah. Deborah Ricci, love you, Rhonda McNeil. Due to the fact that I have made respect for you and your journey, I'm going to have to stay here and support your growth. Sorry. Love you, Deborah Ricci. I love you for that. Thank you. It is Georgia Burke. I have said this many times, but I'm going to say it over and over and over because it feels good to say it, and I hope you say it with me. Yeah, Mary Barons, own what you say, own your decisions, be your true, authentic self. Don't look to the left of you, don't look to the right of you. Okay, just own what you say. Be your true self. And people are going to hate that. Some of them will. My mother has literally been saying to me since I got back in her life when I was 18, my mom has been saying to me, "You're not going to be for everybody, Reese." No joke. She's probably said it to me 50 times in my life. Ooh, you're not going to be for everybody, Reese. I've been prepping for that my whole life. And now I have a YouTube channel and I'm still not going to be for everybody. Therefore, I'm not for everybody. Announcement. I'm not for everybody. And I don't need your approval. I don't need your feedback. I didn't ask for it. Okay. And that's not just me and Tommy. I'm owning all of my decisions. I'm wanting to move. I don't need anybody's feedback on that. I'm not interested in it, to be honest. You can still send it and you still will. But maybe ask yourself before you do, is this something is this my business? Is this like, should I be prying into I guess what I'm saying is I sat down with Liz today for a little bit of time and I got to see her. She was coming through town and not once was I like, tell me everything. What's going on in your private life? Tell me everything. I want to know. I don't do that to people. She didn't offer it up. Why would I ask? I don't want to try to pull things out of you. That's crossing boundaries, right? Absolutely, Renee B. I agree with that. Wanting to live your own life, crazy talk. Just Joan, yeah. I mean, here's the thing, guys. It's not, and you are learning. We all learn with each friendship, and we learn about us too. I have a hard time too. It's easy to get sucked in by someone who seems to care and is so interested in you, and it's hard a lot of because I know people care. Like it's not like people are being nasty by trying to pry. I understand that. I give grace for that. I'm not mad about it, but don't expect to get the answer you're looking for either. The answer that you seek. Somebody sent me, Deborah, somebody sent me a text today and said, tell me like what's going on with you and Tommy. I want to know like the back end of that. What's going on there? And I was like, what are you wanting to know? What does that mean? Unbelievable. And they said, is there like you seem very what did they say? You were like really excited to talk to him, or you seemed pretty perked up to see him. And I was like, yes, I was. I'm so glad that came through on camera. And they said, well, just be careful there. And I said, yeah. I'm 41 years old. I mean, I know I don't look it. Okay. I realize that you guys get it confused all the time and you think I'm Huxley's older sister. Like it happens everywhere. But actually, I'm 41. And glad you're in here, babe. And I don't know. Hey, Sam Ashby, come get some. Margie Barr, have they not been listening? I don't know, but I know. Shelly Kelly says you're not 19. I know. You thought it. You thought it a lot. Abigail, a friend is always loyal, and a brother, sister is born to help in a time of need. A truly wise person uses few words. A person with understanding is even tempered. Ooh, I love that. You don't have to leave, babe. Thank you for that super chat and that scripture, Abigail. That's beautiful and very well said. Very well said. Thank you, my friend. I love that. Hey Tommy, fancy seeing you here. What a shock. Exactly. I mean, I'm not like Tommy said this. I'm not doing a show on this. But he said thank you, Abigail. He said something like both of us don't I'm not making all this public anymore anyway. I'm not dragging out my business here anymore. But you don't have to like it. You don't have to like him. You don't have to like any of it. But like, please just be respectful. And more importantly, you don't have to like that I want to move. You don't have to like that I'm selling my stuff. A lot of people don't like how I parent. Let me make my own decisions, though. It's weird. Quite frankly, it's weird how much people want to go change that decision for me and do this instead. It's weird. It's yes, and everybody in here agrees. Haters need you. They will leech onto you no matter what you do or say. Kevin, totally. Totally. And I'm prepared for that. I don't care about that. Honestly, they're strangers. I don't really care about that. But more importantly, I'm trying to convey a message to the guys that care, to you people. I don't care about the haters. That's not, I'm not addressing them. I don't care about that. I'm addressing people who need to hear this message. Do what's best for you. That's it. That's all we're doing now. That's modern times. This is the new 2025. We're not going to do something because our neighbors are going to see. We're not going to hide from this. We're not going to tiptoe around that. We're not going to fit into spaces and shrink ourselves to make ourselves fit. We're not going to put a square peg into a round hole. We're not doing any of that anymore. We're going to be our true authentic selves. We're going to hold our fucking shoulders tits out. Okay. Tits out. I got to remember to do that. I often walk like this. Tits out, people. Even if you don't have very much volume. Do you remember when I got fit at Nordstrom and she was like, you have a lot of side volume. She was like, you don't have a lot of the volume in the front, like Victoria's Secret models. And I was like, thanks. That's an awful, like you should try a new spiel when you're trying to sell bras and fit people, because being like, your tits are on the side. It's okay. Like your tits happen to grow over here, like under your armpits on the side. They're just totally misplaced. They're just totally underdeveloped and in the wrong, your tits grew on the side. Yeah. Spooky pook. I only have 2, but some people have a triple one. Always lead with your tits. Rain says, yes. Although it's kind of weird to do this. Do you ever see those women that are like, it's like, all right, put those things away. I don't need to see that much of you. Your boobs need to stay warm. Always stick them out. Hey, Antonio. Liz Tricks. Yeah, Sam Ashby's tits are on the side too. I don't know why. Like, it's not hereditary. My mom and sister's tits are like in the front, like right in your face. Like they pop out of the top of their turtlenecks. Mine grew out on the side and it's weird. Liz, your life, your business. Share what you want to, where and how you want to. Don't share what you don't want to share. Again, your life, your choices. Thank you, Liz. What a beautiful concept. What a beautiful concept. And the other thing is that applies to this, and thank you for the super chat. You ever hear like, well, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't. I don't care about famous people, but I love certain ones because I love fashion. So I'm with the blonde woman. I have no friends. I'm happy. Stop stop leading with your rack. I like that. I like your relationship, Tourette's. That's cute, babe. That's real cute. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm poor. He meant leading. maybe you don't. I don't care about famous people, but I love certain people who inspire me, like Iris Apfel. I know Rain loves her, loved her. Rest in peace, my beautiful lady. And Trini Woodall, Trini London. I love her. So there's certain people I follow for inspiration for fashion advice, right? And a lot of them say, like, do what you want, wear what you want. Your style is your style. Why can't we do that with our personality, our minds, what we think, what we do, right? Oh, I know, Rain. She was so beautiful too, and I loved her style. But everybody has a different style, right? Like, let them be. It's the same thing. It's very simple. I'm now going forward. So, like, let the hate unroll, let the new wave of hate come out, whatever it's going to be. We're still going to fly higher than that, and we're going to march forward from that. I don't care about that. What I care about is the message and the people who follow with me. The army that comes along with us in this community needs to hear that. It's inspiring. And it truly, I love you, Honey Lou. Guys, it truly washed over me yesterday, like just this warmth. We were all it was it had to have been a God thing. It had to have been because it just entered into my mind. And we're all trying to make decisions on should I sell stuff on my channel? Should I not? And the crowd was like, I think this, I don't know. I think we should do this. I think this is a good idea. And it was full of good ideas. Oh, Diane Keaton style. Chef's effing kiss. Right? So I just went, whoa, 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 whoa. Ask Robin Miners. I was looking directly at her when I said it. And I went, well, she wouldn't know that because it was a Zoom call. But I said, whoa, whoa. After all the crap that I've been through with the crossing of boundaries with all these friendships that I had and just the hate and all the things I've learned looking down the barrel of the long con. Okay, that's our new saying. And I love it. Like when it's something's really bad, you're looking down the barrel of the long con. It's just a new thing. I want Liz, can you add that to the list, please? So mote it be. We've voted that in. When you're looking down the barrel of the long con, there's a lot of things that I've learned since walking through all that fire and losses. There's just so much I've learned. And the truth is, you really just kind of have to not look to the left of you, don't look to the right of you, reach internally. You know what's best, and just do what's best for you. Just do what's best for you. And it washed over me yesterday. I went, whoa, 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 whoa. Forget it. I'm not going to worry about it's going to bring more hate to my channel if I do this. They hate me anyway. They hate me anyway. I promise. Like there's tons of hate. There's enough hate. There's no, there. You couldn't possibly bring more. It's there. It exists. They're like little satanic soldiers. They're never going to go away and until they see the light, and they may never, right? They live in the dark and they suck off of your energy because they have nothing else they can do. Holy crap. Hey, Wine. This is fascinating. Disco Radio. I haven't interacted before, but your videos on the Royal Order of Jesters have helped me stay safe and fight back. Thank you. God is moving. Holy shit. Hey, Sophia. Wow. That is really, really amazing. And I intend to do more videos on the Royal Order of Jesters. I would like to talk, not to expose, I mean, maybe to expose more stuff, but it's more just for me, just therapeutically. I think I'm a verbal person and there's things that I need to discuss and talk about just to work through. I think there's a lot of things I haven't as the wife of a jester, and the things that I know and saw and the abuses and things like that. I think I need to work through them here again on some streams. So, wow. I find myself in the midst of many secret societies, despite having taken no oaths. It's a weird life. Are you a male? I'm assuming you are a male then. That's really fascinating. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing that. That's huge. And welcome to this community. You're always welcome here. Love the name Disco Radio and welcome. You are amongst friends. Thank you, Rain, for saying that. That you said it better than me. That's really incredible. And again, you're in a safe space. Thank you for sharing that here. It's the jesters are okay, I kind of guessed that. God is protecting me and amplifying me. Yes, I am male. Okay. Well, I wish you much protection. You need it if you have anything to do with the jesters. I pray for protection myself, and I feel it, and I feel I have that protection. Uh, they are a nasty, I don't know if I would call them dangerous. Yeah, I would call them dangerous organization. I mean, toward me, I'm not worried about it, but they're dangerous and they're very harmful to other people, men and women, and they need to be shut down, honestly. But thank you for being here. That's incredible. Yes, Holiday, so true. Wow. I wish that we could talk. I wish we could have a conversation. Yep, you are accepted and safe here. Thank you, Chat and Reese. I'll remember to include you all on my prayers. Thank you for being here. Yeah, they are dangerous. I was thinking toward me, Kim is Blue. I know they're dangerous as an entity. Like they're like Scientology. Scientology is very dangerous, in my opinion. This is a good point. All secret clubs are dangerous. Yeah. Well, they're harmful. They're very harmful. Hey, Killy Billy. So thank you. That was huge. And I appreciate you coming in and saying that. That's a really big deal. That's a whole other topic that I really would like to start covering again. I didn't ask that in the Zoom call yesterday, but I would like to discuss some jester stuff if you guys are up for it. It's just, I think there's some things I haven't processed and I think I need to. And we could even just what's the word I'm trying to think of? I can't think of the word, but go over some things again. I can't think of the word. Help me. There you go. I love that. Do what's best for you. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah. Examine, like re-examine. That's what I was trying to say. Rehash. Yeah. Revisit. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. I knew you would. Yeah. Re-examine. Whatever you'd like to talk about, I'm always supporting you. Thank you. Love it. No, who said it? Honey Lou. Thank you, Honey Lou. Kimberly Renee. Yeah. Review. Thank you, guys. I don't know why that word wasn't coming to the front of my mind. Thank you, Just Joan. Yeah, I only talk about that stuff if I want to. I don't do it because someone asks me to do it. It's like Scientology. I couldn't do it every day. There's no way I could talk about that every day. It's too, I hate to use the word triggering, but triggering. I can only talk about it when I can talk about it. And so I feel the same way about the jesters. Kevin Conklin, your body and your soul are perfect. Thank you. That's a very kind thing to say. Be good or good at it. Thank you. Renee B says, please discuss the jesters in Scientology. It's very therapeutic and cleansing. You know, I think that we should do one this week. I think we need to revisit that this week. If you guys are up for it, I'm up for it. I don't know what I would say. Obviously, I never prepare for shows. Thank you, Laura Lou. But I never need to. It comes out organically and it just rolls out of me. So we would just do something. Thank you, Kevin Conklin. And I love this. I don't love it, but Disco Radio, it's really heavy stuff. I've seen a lot, just not jesters. Wow. And I'm sorry that you have. I'm sorry you've been through that. And Shelly Kelly says the wrenches will be ready. Cute picture, Shelly Kelly. Catherine B says, be good or be good at it. It is solid advice. You know, something my stepdad always says, if it is to be, it is up to me. And I like that too. He didn't coin that. I actually went to a funeral once and the guy said, my dad always went by 10 two-letter words. And I was shocked. He said, if it is to be, it is up to me. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. My stepdad says that all the time too. And it's good advice. No. Kimberly Renee, I just watched the Colts and Crims with you and Tommy. Love seeing you two in the screen together again. You were both beaming. Thank you. We've done a lot of work. We've worked through a lot separately and together. And I'm super impressed. Quite honestly, I'm very impressed. Disco Radio, it's a good thing I'm the one seeing it. God made me into an unusual shape that can learn and do unexpected things. Well, I'm glad for you. When you're ready, another God talk would be welcome. Okay, so I'm getting pretty prepared for that, Renee B. I was talking to Liz about it today, and I would like to. I would like to have another God talk for sure. Thank you for saying that. So I spent most of my life, even my last marriage. I know I'm harping on this, but God, it feels good too. It's like I got to get it out. I know I repeat myself about it, but cult like behavior. So, like, my last marriage was very controlling, high control relationship. And I think he leached onto me, right? Because he was aware. They smell that stuff out. People like him who crave control on others and want to have all that power. I'm not that kind of a person. I don't want to run other people. I wouldn't even want to work in management. I just don't. I don't want to hire people. I don't want to fire people. I don't want to correct people. I don't want to police people. That's just not my thing. But some people are just out for it. They want it. They crave it. They love it. And my ex-husband, I think, smelled that on me, like, oh, she's in a cult, right? She's easy to manipulate. And so before him, I was in the Church of Scientology forever, and they really do power hungry. They really do put you into a small box and give you a small amount of room to move with and work with, and you are trained a certain way, and you are in trouble a lot. And so I just really feel good being able to make my own decisions, make my own mistakes, do what makes me happy, do what is best for me. It's the first time, and I'm so thankful to have the opportunity to do what's best for me, and I'm going to run with it. Okay. So I just want you to get that message and apply it to you. Barbara Waite, Reese, I'd like to know how you returned to Scientology after you left at 16. So I left at 16, started smoking meth until I was 18. And then I went back to Kansas City. Oh, for sure. People like Jeff are like sharks. Yes, they smell the blood in the water. Of course they do. And I like that quote that says, if you're going to swim with the sharks, don't bleed. So if you're going to do it, don't bleed. That's all. And I didn't bleed with him for a long time. He didn't know anything about my Scientology background. He didn't know anything about my past. I never shared it until I watched the Aftermath show that Liam Remini and Mike Rinder made. Then I broke down watching that show. He watched me break. And then I told him everything. And that is when he started using the most disgusting manipulation tactics on me. Like, you're just an uneducated Scientologist. You came from a cult. You don't have any common sense. Your thoughts are not within reality. That's when he took control. He saw an opportunity, and that dude took it. And I gave him information he didn't have before that he ran with. He was so happy to get that information, right? So that's another life lesson, whether it's a friendship or a marriage. You better trust the shit out of who you share stuff with, because that was my mistake I made in my last friendships. I shared everything. There were no speed bumps. I just laid it all out for them. And then when they didn't like my answer, when I finally put up a boundary, they used it all against me. Told me I was a terrible mother, told me I don't love my kid, told me my dad was probably a really good man, but I was just a terrible, horrible child. Like, they took everything they knew about me and used it against me, weaponized it. I was vulnerable. I told them everything. And then they were like, two of them out of the three said, you're just still a Scientologist. You're always going to be a Scientologist. You're just a Scientologist. And one of them said, you'll never be a Christian. You're a fake, phony Christian, and you use it to get super chats, and it's disgusting. So, like, they took everything they knew about me that I shared, and they just turned it against me. And luckily I see that. I'm aware of it. Jeff did it to me. Like, it's nothing new. Yeah, predators, it's predatorial. It's kind of a tactic that people use that they think is new, and it's not new. They're not reinventing the wheel here. I wasn't really impressed by it, but it took me down a notch for a minute. I had to get therapy and process through it and see that it was them, not me. Right. But, Protect your peace like your life depends on it. That's a huge lesson I learned from that. And that's why I'm saying I'm an alcoholic and I can't be around alcohol because I can't trust myself. That's how I'm a friendaholic. I can't be around like new friendships because I will dive right in and go, "Oh my god, best friends forever." And then they're not good people. They wind up being like Jeff, quite honestly. So how did I get so came back to Kansas City when I stopped using meth. I did that to get away from the meth. I came back. My mom was in Kansas City then, so I came and stayed with her when I was 18. That's when I really got to know my mom because she left when I was 6, and then I really reunited with her at 18. Got an apartment, and Dan O'Connor called me. He knew I was back, and he said, "Hey, come into the org. I just want to talk to you. Nobody else. Like, will be with me." And I loved Dan, even after what he did. He was a close friend of mine. Hey, just saying. And I went in. We sat in the film room for a couple hours, and he said, "I want you to come back. I wiped your freeloader debt. You have no debt that you owe at all financially. I cleaned that for you, your slate." And he said, "I want you to come work for me. You're welcome back. Like, no hard feelings." And that's how I came back. Barbara Waite, you asked me that. That's how I ended up coming back in. And I never signed a contract to work for Dan, but I was a volunteer staff member. I did not want to be under his control contractually. So I just came in and worked for him, did stuff, volunteered. I filed in the files that they always need help with that. I did stuff on weekends. So I just slowly came back. Mary Behrens, at 18 years old, I was raped by 2 Scientologists. They kidnapped me for 3 days. I finally escaped and went to the police. They got 30 years in jail. That is my story. I did not know that. You have had a really, really rough life, Mary Behrens, and I am truly sorry. Thank you for sharing that. This is a place that you opened up with 240 people and you shared that. That was huge. That was incredibly courageous. And that has to haunt you every single day. And I am so glad that they got 30 years in jail. I wish they would have gotten life. That should have never happened to you or anybody. And I am so sorry that that happened to you. I am so sorry that that happened to you. That is unbelievable. Thank you for sharing that here, Mary. We love you. You don't always come to the streams, but when you do, I really enjoy seeing you. And I know the chat loves you. And you're always welcome here. And you're just a very kind, loving person. And nobody deserves that. And I'm sorry that that happened to you. And hey, Deborah says, "I'm 68 years old. Protecting our peace is the most wonderful place we can ever be." Thank you, no one. Oh, that's really hard. It's horrible. I have to be honest, it's one of the scariest, most triggering things for me. I don't know why that is. I'm very grateful that has never happened to me. But like in movie scenes or when people talk about it, I just cannot imagine much worse. It's the scariest thing that I can think of. And it's the most horrific, like, for anyone to think they can take somebody's body and use it how they want and like have ownership over it and be violent, aggressive, any of that is just shocks me. Like, this is one of the reasons, and I'm sorry to say this, but this is one of the reasons I always feel safer with women. I have my diabetes doctor is a man. But he doesn't get to touch me. Like, I would never get a pap smear by him. I would never let that happen. I will not get a pedicure by a man. Like, I just feel with the concept of rape on this planet, I just feel terrified. That's such a scary, scary thought. And to everyone who needs the love and support, I am sorry. I'm sorry if anything ever happened to you that was non-consensual. It's disgusting, and it's just, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else I can say. Mary Behrens, I'm sorry that that happened to you. I will say I'm glad that they were caught and put in prison for that, for the monsters that they fucking are. That is horrible. Horrible. Like, it's just hard for me to even, I can't, it makes me so uncomfortable. It's just, the topic alone, just, it's like, I have a hard time with that topic. It's hard for me to understand and comprehend that. I'm just terribly sorry. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that has a hard time with that. It's just so horrific. And yes, Marissa Martin. And that's, I think it's a bit of a trigger for me because of the jesters. Like, that to me has a very non-consensual vibe to it, because I was groped and grabbed and my hair was pulled. And I think that I was this close to, like Tommy said in that stream a long time ago, that I was being groomed. I think they wanted to pass me around. I think that was kind of an intention. And yeah, I'm not trying to compare myself to Mary Behrens here. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just know on the surface, I can't imagine what Mary went through, but on the surface of being just, it's violating. It's very violating to have somebody put their hands on you, whether it be just a simple this or an inappropriate, like grabbing my ass like they did, grabbing my body, grabbing me by the side and pulling me. Any of those things, like I literally am like, like I can't speak. Like, I freeze, I freak out when men think, and I know women do it. I know women do it to men. We've talked about this. Women have done that to men too. It's not okay either way. I really don't care about the gender in this scenario. It's bizarre to me that people think that they can put their hands on you in a very violating, controlling manner. I'm sorry to go dark, guys. I'm sorry that I took it to this, but it's a topic sometime that maybe we can discuss that when we do a jester stream. It's unbelievable to me that people don't think before doing it's a power thing. It's an absolute money and power thing, and you're an object. And it's so, I'm talking about in the jesters, it's so effed up, and I'm sorry. It is an absolute act of violence. Yeah. Robin Miner says it's unfortunately all too common. Yeah. People think they can do that. Abigail says, at Mary Behrens, this is for you, Mary Behrens, if you're still here, how kind. Don't be afraid, for I'm with you. Don't be discouraged, for I'm your God. I'll strengthen and help you. I'll hold you up with my victorious right hand. That's beautiful. Old Testament. Abigail, I love that for me too, for all of us. That's a beautiful scripture. Thank you for that, Abigail. That is really, really beautiful. Thank you for the super chat, but that was a beautiful scripture, Abigail. Thank you. I'm sorry for darkening the tone. I mostly just wanted to say thank you. You didn't. You didn't. These are important topics, Disco Radio, and don't be sorry for ever coming in here. Thank you for coming in and using your voice. Thank you for coming in and being vulnerable. You are surrounded here, and we support you. We appreciate you. Don't apologize. Nobody ever apologized for coming in here and sharing something, right? Like, that's what this channel is about. It's the community. That's why we're all here. Everybody has a voice in this community. Everybody has a say. The only thing not allowed here is hate. The haters are welcome here. They just can't be hateful here. Right? Like, this is truly a community. Love and Life says too many people get treated inappropriately. The ones who cross lines do it, fight like heck to get rid of the lines and anyone who holds the line. Yeah, it's just yes, I love this. We do the real stuff. Absolutely. Love and life. Disco radio. I just try to be careful about what I put into more female spaces. I love that. Being a male, I love that you say that. That's you're one of the good people then. Like that's, Tommy said to me recently, and I absolutely loved it. He said, sorry, my hair is a bird's nest. It's hair washing day, and so I put a hat on to cover it. I loved this. Tommy said, animals, women, and children need more protection. They can't always protect themselves, especially children. Like, I love that. I love men who know that they're aware of it rather than the men who come up and grope and grab thinking like, I'm glad Mary Barron's thinking that that's okay. That's a human being. You can't do that. Girl, I don't know it. I'm washing my hair as soon as the stream is over. Yeah, Rain. I know, Kevin Conklin, that you feel that way. I've been fighting horrible groups for about 9 years now, just now finding my full power. I love that. Thank you, Disco Radio. I hope that you come back. You are always welcome in this community, and I hope that you come back. We have some really strong, good-hearted men in this community. We just don't have very many. So I hope that you come back because we don't have that many. There's not a lot of guys. We have Kevin. We have Joel Sachs. We have Joe Virus, Brian Bolin, Martin. I love Martin. I can't think of very many more. Yeah, Jason. Yes, Buffy. Of course, Jason. He's our protection mod with a wrench. Old Charlie. We had Moon Taxi, but he doesn't really come in that much anymore. We had Michael Malloy. He doesn't really come in anymore. Darius. Yes, Darius. The reason I don't think of Darius, he's in our Zoom calls, and I think he silently lurks, but he doesn't ever say much, so I don't see his name. Andrew doesn't come in much anymore, but I think he lurks. Eric. Hey, Eric. Definitely Eric. I love Darius. He's a good friend. He's super supportive of me. And when he comes in and he does say words, dude is full of wisdom, like full of wisdom. But how many people do we just name? 10 guys. Like, I love when we get guys in here because they're always really kind and they're always really respectful. And it's just a nice balance. This community genuinely inspires me. I probably can't be that regular though. That's okay. That's totally okay, Disco Radio. Just whenever you can, just pop in and say hello. We were really happy to see you tonight. Kim is Blue. Dylan doesn't really come in here anymore. I don't know if I did something to upset him. I'm not sure. Professor Kakan, is that a guy? I didn't know that. I knew Wharton Thistle, but again, I don't really hardly see Wharton Thistle. Brock Bandy, yeah, again, hardly comes in, but I love Brock Bandy. Philip Wright, very rare, but Philip Wright and I email sometimes. He's the nicest guy. Philip Wright is really a nice guy. I'm just thinking more of regulars that I see. Like there's a few that are spotty, but the regulars I love having in here. I love everybody in here. The abuse is part of a larger economy of blackmail and subterfuge. Oh, I have no doubt. Franklin MC. Yeah, again, Susan P. I love him, but I don't see him very much. Renee B. Brock Bandy. He just doesn't come over very often. Yeah, love and life. Life gets busy. Yeah. Guys, this was great. This was a good talk. I feel good about it. I'll be back tomorrow's Tuesday. If you guys will be back, I'll be back. Hit subscribe on your way out. That's really important to me, especially as we go forward. I want to use my voice for the Jester stuff, Scientology, of course, and just good life points. So please hit subscribe. It's not something I used to care about, but I care about it now. So if you would, YouTube will unsubscribe you. So please hit subscribe on your way out. And thank you for being here. Mods, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Disco Radio. I'm glad that you came in tonight. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships, the gifted memberships, for being members. Peggy Collins. Yes, I said it today too, but I didn't see you. Happy birthday. And Lisa Kelson. Love you, Joanne Holly. Thanks for gifting those memberships. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for what you do for me. Thank you for your time. I really love you guys. I really do. Marie, thank you for what you said tonight. Rain, go wash your hair. All right, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. And here comes Fred.